I just had somebody run up to me saying there's gunshots in the Tanger Outlets. Can you start PD this way?
It happened so quickly, like you didn't really know what to do. You just saw people screaming and running.
10-4, I copy. They're advising approximately 3 shooters.
And our cashier kind of saw and heard the commotion. He saw the cops running with the rifles.
This is a super traumatic scene for everybody involved, for all of the people that were out here that saw it happen, for anybody who works out here, for families who have a loved one out here.
Good evening. Our big story tonight, shots fired at a busy shopping mall in the West Valley, sending 5 people to the hospital, including a small child.
The shootout taking over Tanger Outlets in Glendale, forcing the entire neighborhood into lockdown. Police officers swarmed the area, helping shoppers and store employees to safety while searching for the suspects.
Right now, officers say there's no danger to the community, but the investigation is just getting started. We're covering this story from all angles tonight with team coverage. And up first, Team 12's Adriana Loya joins us live from that outlet mall with more on what happened today. Adriana?
Guys, well, police tonight are still trying to piece together what happened, but police did say that it involved 2 groups of people that knew each other when an argument turned into a shootout at this popular outlet mall that sent shoppers to seek shelter.
I just had somebody run up to me saying there's gunshots in the Tanger Outlets. Can you start PD this way?
Shots ringing out in broad daylight at Glendale's Tanger Outlets.
I need all units in the area that can respond to that area, and I copy that it was by the jewelry store. You heard them, and you saw people running.
Police responding to reports of a child who had been shot.
He's advising 6 to 7 shots.
The mall put on lockdown.
Well, they're in shock.
Inside one of the stores,
I got a daughter there, my son, my daughter-in-law.
David Raya's family.
There was a shooting broke out, and everybody scrambled underneath to get it for safety.
Glendale police saying 5 people were shot, including a child. That baby was with a young adult man and a woman who were also hurt.
He was armed with a handgun. He got into an altercation with a group of young males known to him. A shooting occurred between that group of young males and himself.
3 people were taken to a hospital. 2 others arrived at a hospital with gunshot wounds. Police say both were juveniles. All are now in stable condition.
There was a shooter in both groups.
A chaotic situation for hundreds of shoppers.
And this is a super traumatic scene for everybody involved, for all of the people that were out here that saw it happen.
Thankfully, David's kids not harmed.
It's terrible, you know. I don't wish it on nobody.
Now, I did speak with the father of one of those victims shot. He tells me his 17-year-old son was shopping here with his fiance and her child. All of them 3 were hurt tonight. We're live in Glendale. Adriana Loya, 12 News.
Adriana, thanks. And while police believe the shooting stems from some sort of a fight between the 2 groups that apparently knew each other, hundreds of others were affected.
Team 12's Erica Stapleton spoke to witnesses who are sharing their firsthand accounts of that terrifying situation.
Even though Glendale police suspect this was an isolated incident, this is a busy shopping center, so a lot of shoppers and store employees had to endure a scary situation.
And we just heard like a lot of gunshots and really loud.
Quick thinking after Glendale police say at least 2 young men started shooting at one another at Tanger Outlets.
We just saw a lot of people started running, and they were screaming, and we didn't know like where to run to. And then my parents were in another store, so we didn't know what to do.
Jocelyn Michelle's sister pulling her to safety into the back of a store.
Like almost having a panic attack. It's very nerve-wracking.
Some stores reportedly on lockdown for a few hours as people lined the curbs, making sure their loved ones inside were okay.
It's considered a crime scene now, so it's just kind of crazy.
Melissa Meza was working in a retail shop and said her coworker sounded the alarm.
He saw the cops running with the rifles, so he immediately asked if we could lock the doors.
Keeping their cool with a rush of customers in the store.
We just started pulling all the customers towards the back. I mean, that was our main priority. I do have a sibling that worked with me, so my immediate thought was to run and get her as well.
She said police evacuated her store after about a half an hour. Jocelyn and her sister making it out of their hiding spot sometime after that, finally reunited with their family as her sister pulled up to the scene.
I'm very glad and happy and thankful with God that I'm alive and nothing happened.
Other than the people involved in the shooting, Glendale police say no other shoppers or witnesses were hurt. The stores have been closed throughout Wednesday night, and Glendale police are expected to be on the scene for a long while as they collect evidence. We're in Glendale. Erica Stapleton, 12 News.
Erica, thanks. Obviously, this could have been so much worse, but police did a great job safely getting everyone out of the mall while also searching for anyone who may have been involved in the shooting.
Officers created a security checkpoint to inspect shoppers' cars before they left. As of now, there are no outstanding suspects, but two teenagers, boys, did show up to a nearby hospital with gunshot wounds.
Team 12's Mitch Carr continues our coverage. He's live at St. Joseph's West Valley. And Mitch, there was a lot going on from your vantage point today.
Mark and Caribe, the Glendale Police Department said that the victims and possibly the participants in today's shooting had been taken to local hospitals. They didn't specify which ones, and we can't say for sure that it was this St. Joseph's West Valley location where those two boys showed up. But what we can say is that we saw an awful lot of activity outside the emergency room this afternoon. St. Joseph's Westgate is right across the 101 from Tanger Outlets. It's outside of the emergency room here that Wednesday afternoon, 12 News witnessed Glendale police put someone in handcuffs and then put him in the back of a vehicle.
He's in cuffs, right?
Glendale PD would not confirm that the person was involved in the Tanger Outlets shooting, but an officer from DPS did tell us that person is a minor, so we have blurred the image.
There is no one in custody. 3 males that possibly jumped into a black Dodge Durango.
Also outside the hospital, a Glendale officer cautiously approaches a Dodge Durango, black, as you just heard mentioned on DPS radio traffic. That was one of 2 SUVs cordoned off by police tape. 2 tow trucks hooked and towed away 2 different black SUVs Wednesday afternoon, and one was this Dodge Durango. The other, a Chevy Trailblazer. Glendale PD did not confirm that these 2 vehicles had anything to do with the shooting at Tanger Outlets. Now, this is the St. Joseph's Westgate emergency room right behind me. You can actually see Tanger Outlets across the 101 from this location. But again, Glendale PD has not confirmed that anything that we saw today had anything to do with this Tanger Outlets shooting. Live in Glendale, Mitch Carr, 12 News at 10.
All right, Mitch, thanks. And with so many details surrounding this story, we just want to give you a quick recap before we move on. Police were called out to the Tanger Outlet Mall in Glendale this afternoon. That's right next to University of Phoenix Stadium, or State Farm Stadium, I should say, after reports came in of shots being fired. Officers think that a group of teenage boys confronted a young man who was with a woman and a child right in the central plaza of the mall. At that point, a fight broke out, and at least one person in each group opened fire.
5 people were taken to the hospital, including a small child. The Outlet Mall, Westgate Center, and a nearby hotel were all forced into lockdown. Those orders have since been lifted, and police do not believe that there is any danger to the community at this time. We'll continue to follow the latest developments on the shooting at the Tanger Outlets, both here and online. You can go to 12news.com or our free 12 News app.